Hi, Dan Hawkins here. There's a little primer on reading a waveform monitor. Today we're gonna look at the monitor in Final Cut Pro X, but it could be anything. They all kind of work the same. In the center here we have the waveform monitor and a zero reference line and a 100% reference line. The zero reference line is where your blacks should be. They shouldn't be below that. They shouldn't be too much above that. And the 100% line is where the brightest part of the picture is. So you can see that we're coming up in this section here. It actually looks like we might be kind of right at the peak there, but actually that's not quite true. So let's go in. Here's our image as we start out with, and it's pretty much perfectly aligned here. But let's go in and actually adjust the color correction here. And on my little laptop screen, it kind of squeezes this down. But let's just kind of look at what happens here. Okay, now the controls on Final Cut Pro X are a bit different than on some of the other systems, but they basically do the same thing. These are the highlights, and you can see as I move the highlights out above that 100% level, the sky pretty much blows out. And I bring it back down, we get sky back in. As if I come down too far, then we really kind of screw things up. Now, so that's your highlights. They should be set, the brightest part of the picture should be set right at 100. On the bottom part of the picture we have the blacks. Now if we go, you see what happens when we crush the blacks, they start to get pools of black in places. So we really want to line that up at the very bottom of the zero, so right in there. And our mid-range, which is basically adjust gamma, which is that slope of the whole shot, we can put that wherever we want, and that's going to tweak different areas of the photo, of the video. But basically that just adjusts the slope of the curve of the slope, a little bit like curves in Photoshop. And we get that where we think it's perfect. Make sure our blacks might be a tad above the line there, but let's kind of put it right about there. That should be pretty good. So that's what you're looking for. The whites up here on 100, the very brightest part of the picture, and the blacks at 0. Now when we kill the inspector here, you'll see we have a great image. And that's basically how to read a waveform monitor and how to adjust color in Final Cut Pro X. There you go.